Hello.
Hi.
So when researching for what to do for my senior project, I could have gone a ton of different ways. I had the option to either do, more of like a photojournalism side with writing, or just straight photography, or filmmaking, which is something that I had much less experience in, which is one of the reasons why I chose to do filmmaking and specifically live broadcast. I had immediate access to mentoring because my dad is the head of our media department at church. So it'd be like really helpful for me to just gain some of that experience with a different sort of equipment, a different style of editing that I'm less familiar with, which is what it says here. And also playing around with like this expensive equipment that most people usually don't have access to, getting to see what different lenses do, what different cameras do, the whole broadcast pipeline, and being a part of this ministry that I think is very important in the modern church, broadcasting the word of God, the gospel, to the whole world, going beyond the four walls of your church. So like I said, what I'd be doing is shadowing my dad and being there to assist wherever he needed on Sundays, in the mornings, and also throughout the week. Our pastor records podcast episodes, interviews, so there's a little bit of everything going on. We'd have to be preparing to be going live every Sunday morning, and then also editing the podcast episodes and all that. So there's some live TV station stuff going on, and then there's some post-production filmmaking stuff going on. And then we'd also have this really simple little project a couple months ago where we recorded an original song that our worship band wrote. So there's all this pre-production and post-production that went into it, and I was the one that was editing it and cutting it all up. What just happened? So for the recording of this little music video, we had the post-production side, which is coordinating with all the different departments at our church, like the sound department on when and where they'd be recording it, and the lights department on how they would be setting everything up, making sure the color temperatures are all accurate, matching up with the cameras. And then on our side, streaming it at the same time as also recording a higher quality version. The differences between streaming live and recording internal is that the picture just looks a lot different. When you want to edit after the fact, the video is a lot flatter. There's no contrast. It's desaturated so that you could get the most that you can out of the video. And it's not like that for going live. It has to look ready to go every single Sunday. So doing both of those at the same time was kind of a challenge to try to figure out. And then on the day of recording, I would be manning one of the cameras. I had my own little section recording my own angle, and then other people would be at other different angles. And then post-production, taking the recorded footage, and then having to work through, so there's the different interviews. We had a lot of trial and error on matching the different cameras and tweaking settings on. We actually just recently, I helped out with the transition for our church to go from uploading 1080p video to 4K video, and then all the stuff that led to that, the whole workflow changing, and then editing the whole video together, which, I've never had any experience with any editing software before other than Lightroom, which is for editing photos. And Premiere Pro has a lot more going on. It's a whole, if Lightroom is a little toolbox, Premiere Pro is the whole shed. I mean, there's color going on. It's just exponentially more to do. So there's cutting up all the different camera angles, setting up a multi-camera workflow, and then grading it all, which is basically just turning it from an unusable looking video to accurate colors. And that's what this vector scope is right here. It's basically kind of like the math of what's going on your screen instead of just looking at it and testing it by eye, because you don't know if your screen is even showing you accurate colors. That's why you need the graphs and all that. Challenges, like it says here, making the most of the equipment we had. We don't have $1 million budget. We had a limited amount of cameras, a limited amount of lenses, and so we had to test out and plan on which lenses would be where, what look did we want for a certain time in the video, different moments and looks like that. Lugging around equipment, setting it all up, like this giant crane rig right here that you put a camera on. Yeah, the prep time and tripping up a few times while recording on the day. Like you get one chance for this kind of stuff. You don't get multiple takes. So if all 5 angles are switching angles at a certain specific time, then you have no shot for that moment. Future benefits. Oh no! Oh, the video's not there. Never mind. So yeah, I went from no video editing experience to a little bit. It's a simple video. There's just changing angles and then color grading it all. Communication between the teammates, people in your crew, making sure that they know what they're doing, and if there's any problems that they don't know how to solve, you can solve them. More experience with building a portfolio. I can take the skills that I gained from here and apply it to any future projects that I have, and letting other people know, like, hey, this isn't my first time doing this. Working with other departments as well, getting to learn a little bit more about the sound department, the band department. And then this is like a little 30-second clip of the video. It's not too crazy.
With every breath I thank you. With every step I thank you. In every day I thank you. This is what I live for. With every breath I thank you. With every step I thank you. In every day I thank you. This is what I live for.
Yeah, so that's pretty much it.
Questions, I forgot.
Ethan?
How many hours did you put into this?
On the video itself, it's a little less, but from the time that I started the project to the end, it was probably somewhere between 30 and 40 hours in and out, being at church almost every day. Paul?
I'm curious how much of your photo editing experience transferred over to...
It trained my eye a lot to know what I like to see in an image. So if I paused, the video, it's one still frame, and after you do that, it's kind of, it becomes a lot like editing a photo, but you have to be able to know how to do that for the whole thing, making sure it's all cohesive. Erica?
Is that this church right here?
Yeah, that was the chapel room. Mike?
And what are you trying to do specifically? Are you trying to, for the rest of your life, just manage the church crew, or are you trying to run your own media agency, or run ads, or what are you trying to do?
That was one of the challenges that I had with choosing what project to do. For me personally, I prefer having a boss telling me what to do and not have to worry about every department, stuff that I'm good at, I can focus on. And but wherever I end up, I'm going to be I'm majoring in photography in college, and whatever I end up doing after that, I can use both those skills. A lot of people nowadays are combining filmmaking and photography as like the same thing. So whether I'm working at a newspaper or a magazine or having my own YouTube channel, I don't know. I'm gonna use these skills eventually.
Yeah, because in the future, I know we have a guy at our church who started to do like church videos just like that. and then he ended up buying his own equipment, and
Yeah.
then started his own media agency. Now he's making a lot of money just off his own recording, just off his own media agency. So that's kind of what I was
Yeah,
wondering.
same here. We have some people at our church that actually helped us out because they do it for a career and they started doing that at church. So that's it.